Hi everyone, my name is Cadet Wilcox and today I'm going to show you how to put on and wear your OCP uniform. Alright, step one, I want to show you guys how to properly blouse your trousers as well as tie the boots. So if you'll just want to pan down here. What I have right now is a boot blouser. This is what I recommend for most. Some other cadets might wear something different or they just completely tuck their pants into their boots, but I'm going to show you with these things. So for here, you're going to have these socks on already. And you're just going to, attach that like so. And you're going to grab your pant leg and you're just going to roll and tug from underneath, ensuring that all fabric and slacks are tucked neatly. And then with your boots on, you're going to make sure your laces are loose so it's easier for your foot to slip into the boot. And then you're going to one by one tighten them up as you go up like so. Whoops. And then I'm also straightening out that piece of fabric like so. Okay, and then once you get here, this is my personal preference on how to tie the boot. So what I do is I do square knots. I don't do bunny ears. So I do my first knot like that. Make sure this is neat. Tighten it up as much as you can. And then I do another knot. So a double square knot like that. And then with the extra shoelace that you have, you're essentially going to tuck it into the boot. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And then tuck that one as well. Oops. Okay, and then tuck these in. All right, and then once you have tucked your shoelaces, you can straighten it out, tighten some more, but there you have a seamless, clean boot to make sure everything is tucked. And then this just kind of falls right above it. Okay. Next for your pants. Underneath, I am wearing a coyote brown shirt that you will usually get along with your uniform. Your belt will also be included, and essentially you'll wrap it around, ensuring you don't miss any of the hoops. And then once you get here, you'll feed it through there, and then tighten as much as you can. And then for this extra piece of slack, you'll just tuck it right here. Okay, and then you want to make sure it's lined up, not like this way, but this way. And then a seamless tuck. All right, your pants, make sure every single button or pockets are buttoned up. You don't want to walk around with your buttons unbuttoned. Okay, now the trousers. So you will be issued this as well. These are your all-weather winter OCPs. You don't usually get your summer OCPs till you become a POC. And then what they have is they have zippers. You'll zip them all the way up. Oops. And then ensure that you are also utilizing the Velcro to keep the flap from opening. All right. And then there are different types of ways to fold your sleeves with the OCP uniform. Right now I have them buttoned into the middle hole. There are some instances where you can wear it as your wizard sleeve. So essentially the wizard sleeve is you'll button the very first button and you have this loose slack. You'll just tuck in all around, ensure that it is straight along. And then you'll get like a opening here, so it's just a fold, and that there is your wizard sleeves. Okay, now let me fix this back to how I usually had them. Next, I'll be showing you how to put on your patches and the correct placement for each patch. All right, next I'm going to be showing you guys how to put on your patches and the correct placement for each patch. So starting off with your rank, it's pretty simple, it's easy. It's the square right here, just in front of your sternum. You'll place it, ensure that all Velcro is hidden and you don't want it crooked. I would recommend, in front of the mirror, or if you can, have your uniform laid out in front of you and just tack on your patches. Next is your U.S. Air Force patch, and a way to remember which patch goes on which side is when you are standing during the Pledge of Allegiance and you have your hand over your heart, your hand automatically, your right hand will go towards the left side of your chest, and also where your heart is beating. Your heart is towards the left side of your body, and that essentially is where your U.S. Air Force patch will go. And then the last to the right here is your name tape. So again, your name tape will just be on the other side of that. Okay, and now as for your sleeve patches, so I'll start off here first. On your right arm, you'll have your U.S. flag patch and your morale patch. The flag patch will be flushed all the way up, ensure that it is center, so it's not far to the left, it's not far to the right, but just in the middle. And then you'll also have your morale patch. It'll just be slightly below and ensure that it is also smack in the middle, like so. Okay, and then for this side, it's really easy, honestly. You'll just have this one single patch smacked in the middle, like so. And remember, this is on your left arm. Okay, and just, small things, ensure your collar is folded and this shirt is showing. You're going to be in any uniform, you want to be sharp and crisp and clean, and you want to make sure things like that doesn't show. As for your hat, I don't have it with me, but you'll wear it like a baseball or just snug on your head. You don't want it crooked or left to the right. And your hat will also have the second name tape on the back of your hat, and that's where it's placed. Okay, and that right there is your OCP's, your occupational camouflage uniform.